So modding Daggerfall can actually be a very spiritual experience when you're playing a game of this age and bringing it up to modern standards. I'm actually joking, we're not doing a big long-winded intro today. Hello everybody, how are you? How are you doing? 'Tis good to see ya goods. I'm copying introductions from old British TV shows. I'm disrespecting the clan. And that was a quote from Morrowind, I wasn't talking about the actual... Anyway, Daggerfall. Welcome everybody. Today we're playing DOSbox Daggerfall. No Daggerfall Unity, no mods. We are going to be chilling and playing original Daggerfall today. I have not played this version of Daggerfall in quite many years. Well, I needed to capture some footage of this old DOS version of Daggerfall for like videos and stuff, but I haven't actually properly sat down to play this version of Daggerfall in quite a number of years. When I was like 14, 15, I used to make YouTube videos. Those channels are long gone. I couldn't even remember the names of them, even if I wanted to. I used to make Daggerfall videos and... because of course I did. And I was with this DOSbox version of Daggerfall. Number one got like 200 views in a week, and I thought like, oh my god, I'm a YouTuber. And I'm so happy the YouTube thing never took off. So anyway, we're going to jump into good old classic Daggerfall. We're going to play around. We're going to see what this version is like. No 1080p resolution. We're strict to the DOSbox. We have mouse look. We're probably going to be using the arrow keys to move around. So that's going to be fun and epic. I do want to make kind of a warrior woman, because I like going with that for Daggerfall. Actually, do I want to be like more of a Breton? I think I might go more of a Breton because I want a bit of a boost to magic. You're going to see generally how I make a class in a Daggerfall. We might go with a bit of a High Rocky Breton name. Bretons hail from the province of High Rock. You are part of a tall, fair-skinned people, highly intelligent and willful. Magic seems to infuse the very being of the Breton people. As a race, they are more resistant to the effects of hostile magic than any other group, and thus, I like that word, thus, are excellent in all arcane arts. That has like the old Daggerfall proper text, which is a little bit hard to read, but we do what we can. Is your character to be a Breton? Sure, we'll be a Minge Haver. We're going to choose from a list of possible classes. We're going to make a custom class if we have the ability to. I always thought that recently whenever I make classes in Daggerfall, I actually did a pretty okay job of it. I always make characters that I'm generally pretty happy with and level up well and get me through the game fine. But there's always going to be people in the comments that have problems with it because that happened last time. I thought I made an okay class for the last Daggerfall video, but there's something like, this is the most unoptimized build ever fucking made. You're always going to get one. My builds get me through the game. I don't know what to tell you. They do fine for me. I think I get by okay. But what I mainly want to do is I want to have long blade, I believe. Not minor skill. I want to fucking exit it. Oh yeah, I forgot the menus are a little bit weird to work with, so we're going to have to work within the confines. I can't press exit or anything. We don't have the nice quality of life features of the original Daggerfall. Uh-oh. Also, another big thing about this version of Daggerfall while I'm building my class here is that we don't have smaller dungeons installed, which means we're going to be dealing with Daggerfall's huge original dungeons. It's not going to be fun. I want Destruction 2. I'll have Axe as a major skill. So we'll have, yeah, Longblade as a primary, Axe as a major. Merchantile I might pick a bit. We might actually make some use out of that when we first get to Daggerfall. Merchantile might be pretty useful for me. Short Blade in case one of our weapons break. No, I don't think I want Daedric, but I want Backstabbing, and I want Critical Strike, and I want Blunt, and I want Dodging, and I want Climbing, and I think Lockpicking. Here is Climbing. Now, I could pick like Streetwise and Etiquette, but I don't think we're going to be talking to NPCs much this video, at least to find locations for quests maybe? Maybe for the Fighters Guild we will a bit, but whatever. Class I think, yeah, I was going to type is okay, but it's fine. This class is fine. Restoration and Destruction, healing spells, Destruction Magic's going to be pretty good. Long Blade, I want to have a bit of those. Axe, Merchantile, Short Blade, that's whatever. Yeah, I think this is fine. People are going to complain about it regardless, no matter what the heck you do. This is impossible to read text, my god. I want to give myself increased magery. I want more spell points. 3 times the spell points, which will affect our skill advancement for the class, but I'm going to give ourselves a disadvantage too. Okay, now if I press exit. Oh, I need to press on these individually. You have to exit out fully to press them. Okay, in Daggerfall Unity they fixed it. You might hear that a bit. Let's have a phobia to Daedra. They're very scary. And we'll also have a weakness or low tolerance. I guess low tolerance to paralysis, because that's also a good one, and our skill advancement for the class is back down to average. I think that's good. Okay, we're just going to generate our character background completely unchanged. People aren't going to like us. We had a Mingetoria last time. What will I call my Breton? Volva... We'll have her sister... Look at her, she's happy to be alive. She's wearing a crown and everything. She's a proper queen. Or is that like, you know, one of those hair things. You know what I mean? No, I like her look as her with the brown hair and everything. It looks like me when I try. Let's put her strength up to 60, agility 71. I'm going to re-roll. This isn't a perfect. I want high strength, decent agility. That's actually not that bad. Intelligence isn't that high, but I'll put her up to 55. Agility, let's get that up by 5. Strength up by 3. I think that's okay. Long blade, I'll put points in just so we're hitting effectively. Mercantile, I'll put points in too, just so we get some good selling prices when we first exit Privateer's Hold, because we might be here for a little bit. Climbing, because if we're going through big, large dungeons, climbing is going to be exceptionally handy. We'll keep our reflexes at average, and here we go, Volva Torian. We've seen the Daggerfall introduction a few times. You wake and look around the room. Some hours ago, you were in a boat en route to Daggerfall when a storm of supernatural strength boiled over the Iliac Bay like a malefic creature. Your boat was destroyed, but you managed to swim through the churning water to a promontory rock. There you found a cave and escaped the fury of the storm. You had only just lit a small fire when a mudslide sealed you within. Your fear of being buried alive calmed when you saw the corridor leading out of the cavern. Perhaps there is a way out of the cave after all. Once free of the cave, you can begin the Emperor's quest. I don't need a tutorial. Or do I? Here we go. We actually do a mouse look, and look at this. It's all DOS and cozy. Anyway, we don't have multiple slave slots. We're not in Morrowind save slots, so here's a vulva. What is a vulva? It's a type of car, I think. Try it up. Now, if I press W, do we move forward? No, we do not. I need to rebind my keys. You actually can rebind your keys to be like a up, down, which means I have to change some of these. Let's make these up. There we go, that should be okay now, and we have W, A, S, and D as movement keys, which is pretty freaking nice. And if you're playing Daggerfall Unity, make sure to if you're playing DOS Daggerfall, I'm gonna make that mistake a lot. If you're playing DOS Daggerfall, change your view to be mouse based, because some people forget this little menu is here. For view based movement, where you look is where you go, which means you get nice old mouse movement. And I'm gonna save again because this game's probably not gonna save my settings until I save again. So let's see what our beautiful character has to start off. It has like very much the old MIDI version of the sound. We have the Ebony Dagger, really? That's OP. I didn't think we'd start with the Ebony Dagger. Okay. I didn't even answer the questions, but we started with the Ebony Dagger, and one of the handy things about Daggerfall Unity is that you can just enable a setting where you can click your right mouse button and you'll start swinging. It's much easier on your wrist. Daggerfall can destroy your wrist if you're playing as a lot. Do I have to break open this door? Usually you can just open that. Interesting. You're going to be hearing me say interesting a lot. God, this does feel old and classic and cozy. You probably already noticed by now, but we're keeping with the original aspect ratio because it's nice and cozy, and this is how the game originally was. We're going very cozy today with Daggerfall. One of the things I remember about DOSbox Daggerfall is that it can just randomly make really loud noises, and it can kind of jump scare you. I think we could take on this imp with the Ebony Dagger. Oh, we took you down very quick, pal. See, I'm good at Daggerfall, folks. I'm not bad. I'm okay, I get by. Remove, equip your gold. Daggerfall Unity has a lot of very subtle quality of life features with shortcuts and mouse controls and all that, which original DOSbox Daggerfall doesn't have, which is kind of throwing me off. Actually, I wanted to check my spellbook. We have Shock, Chameleon, and Slow Falling. Okay, we might try Shock on the... Oh, I have to click on the door with the mouse. That's my problem. Oh, the door wasn't locked. I'm just not clicking on it. Oh, okay, so I was mistaken. This is very cozy. You know what I mean? It's the old sound card MIDI version of the Daggerfall songs. Not the sound blasters here. They're too expensive. I know you're here. Shock. Okay, well, you just... Okay, well, I was completely double-teamed there. Double team, triple team, quadruple team. That was gang fucking smacked. I know it. We have died. We have perished. I'm all the way back here. I didn't save. I forget there's no quick saving. Uh-oh, spaghettios. Okay, I need to actually learn how to cast a spell while I'm here. Because it should be just shock and click. Press button to fight. I'm pressing button. Is it Q or is it up? I don't have this. Oh, I was casting it somehow, but I didn't. I didn't say. Okay, we're gonna learn how to cast spells eventually, but for now it's we'll just do with our Ebony Dagger because it is what we have for now, and I have to press enter every single time. But that's because I'm using mouse look. If I was using cursor look, I'd be able to press on the doors, but then I'd have to use like page up and page down to look up. So you know, ooh, we're getting different loot every time here. I don't believe Daggerfall Unity is like this, where the loot randomizes on death. I think it's set for every time you spawn into a dungeon, so that's interesting. to make sure to save multiple times in different slots because you can get soft locked very easily in Daggerfall. It almost happened in my last Daggerfall video. Also, thank you for the support and love on the last Daggerfall video. I thought people wouldn't really vibe with it at all. I played Daggerfall without fast travel and it was a very painful experience, so if you want to watch that, it's the video behind this one on the channel, really. But I'll link it down below, just in case, you know, it's in the future and there's like 50 billion videos uploaded after this one, you know, because I'm so nice. But thank you, that video's doing pretty well. For the second channel, it's doing great, so... People want to see more Daggerfall, so I thought, you know what, now we'll just chill for this weekend. I wanted to do something more chill while I'm working on big videos for the main channel. But we'll just chill, play some DOSbox Daggerfall. We'll probably do a few Fighters Guild quests, do a few big dungeons, see what this old version of Daggerfall is like, get a bit nostalgic. Now, you better not kill me in one go, Mrs. You're supposed to be a girl, you're supposed to be a beautiful girl with bazangas. Hello, Silver Longsword, that's pretty good. The thing about the Ebony Dagger is that it doesn't have a lot of durability because it's a dagger. We're getting loads of these paintings and we're getting ender pearls. Listen, that's exactly what they look like. Hello. That's just people's heads in the corner. You don't have a stack of people's heads in your corner? Can you even call yourself Irish if you don't have the classic heads in your corner? Listen, don't disrespect my culture, it's just what we do. But yeah, that Daggerfall video was like one of the most popular on the channel starting off so far, so thank you very much for that. I also have another few Daggerfall mods to check out. There's some cool Daggerfall mods out there I want to play in the future, so I've one that's in the planning. I didn't want to equip that, I just wanted to see what it was. Iron Claymore, that's epic, but I want my dagger back. There is a Panzer break. What kind of pants are they? Are they steel or chain? They're chain, okay, but they're completely broken on my screen. There's a Daggerfall mod I want to check on in the future, that's pretty fun, but it'll be a pretty invested video. How do I rest? It's just R, yeah. Oh, I can press space to interact with things and not just press enter. Ooh, I'm learning all the keyboard shortcuts. Daggerfall Unity has kind of spoiled me. Yeah, you could just press enter to open things, and I could probably search things with enter too. I don't need to keep with space, not enter. Anyway, let's rest. This is very cozy. I like this version of Daggerfall. It's fun. It's enjoyable. Your stealth skill has improved massively. Now, I want to be in Privateer's Hold for a little bit because we need to get some gold to be able to buy some spells. I want to be able to buy Mark and Recall for the big dungeons because I'm not going through a big Daggerfall dungeon without Mark and Recall. And we're also going to have to get a healing spell, mainly, and yeah, if we're going into a big dungeon, we need money, we need revenue. I'm not too worried about getting a horse. We'll probably buy a horse and cars, which shouldn't be too expensive. Horses and cars usually aren't that bad. They're like a couple of 100 gold, they're not 1,000 for like the fast horse, it's 1,000 gold. I hope you're having a chill weekend, folks, which should hopefully be when this is coming out. I hope it's an alright one. I hope it's a chill one. I hope you're liking this. Here's a bit of cozy Daggerfall for you. Here's some screaming skeletons for you too. Is that a silver mace? It's a silver mace. We're getting good like silver stuff. I'll take that. That's very good. The sad thing is too, we also don't have the sprint button, which is not annoying me as much. You know, I just like kind of wandering around, head bobbing around like this. You know, it's nice. Also, this version of Daggerfall is free. Oh, Daggerfall Unity is also free. I mean, of course, but you know, if you're not inclined into modding and just want to play Daggerfall in its original form, warts and all, this is okay. Here's a big Khajiit suit that is mine. That is for the prospective ladies in my life. Chain boots I'll equip. Actually, no, I think the other boots I was wearing were probably better, maybe? No, they weren't. Okay. Equip those because they're steel. Equip that because that's chain thing. And yeah. A buckler too. Feckin' why not? We're getting good gear. But yeah, Daggerfall's free. It's on Steam. It's on GOG. I believe the original version is on GOG. The Daggerfall Unity GOG code was taken down, I imagine, because most of the mods in that were a little bit outdated. I'm just playing the Steam version for now. Usually GOG have a little bit better versions when it comes to these DOS games, especially like with Redguard and Battlespire. I believe those I'm hearing doors opening. Daggerfall's random sounds. I believe those games have a little bit better compatibility. Those religious totems work quite a bit. You should be able... Isn't there like another pile in there? Oh yeah, here's another thing about DOSbox Daggerfall. It's very easy to get stuck. I think there's another loot pile in there, but I can't get those. Can I look through the crack? No. Listen, I'm going to be saying this a lot, but in Daggerfall Unity there are 2 gold piles in there, but I can only fit in to get the one here. How are we doing on gold right now? Inventory. Gold 350, that's something. We're probably going to need to go through here once or twice just to get enough gear to go through dungeons. We're going to be going through mostly dungeons today anyway, folks. We're not going to be doing like any main quest stuff because, you know, we're not going to be beating main quest DOSbox Daggerfall unless I want to in the future. Just let me know if that's something that would maybe be a possibility down the line. But, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. There's one big long Daggerfall video beating the main quest. That would take a while, but it could be fun. You know, you will know. So we're going to climb up here first. Put our climbing skill to use, even though it's a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit dodgy. Press that. Okay. This is fine so far. Honestly, the only thing I'm missing really is quick saving. But otherwise, I like the old MIDI tunes. I forgot to mention this. I was going to mention this in the intro. 6 points towards a level up. That's very good, actually. Yeah, more agility, a little more to our intelligence, 1 on willpower, and 1 more to strength. We actually have a decent little character now, and people are probably still going to complain at me that my character is shite and not the most optimized or whatever the fuck, because they always just do. Sorry, I'm in a mood. But you always get those comments no matter what you fucking do. There's no pleasing anyone. I'm not mad at you, general commenter. But I forgot to mention, in Daggerfall Unity, you can set the resolution to be like the original Daggerfall, and you can also set the text. Like, Daggerfall Unity has updated text, but you can set the text back to the classic text that's here, right? The more kind of... Ooh, an Elven Longsword gave me that. That's mine now. There's a bow here too. Can't carry any more stuff, okay. Yeah, I need to go to a town and actually sell some stuff. But you can set the resolution in Daggerfall Unity to original Daggerfall like this. So you can play Daggerfall Unity with the game looking like this, but having all the fixes and the quality of life features that Daggerfall Unity has. Honestly, if you want to play Daggerfall in the olden way, I would recommend that. Just change around Daggerfall Unity so you can play it in its classic way, but still have the quality of life features. But you know, this version of Daggerfall is also here too. I imagine there's also ways to maybe replace the soundtrack with like the more kind of MIDI sounding tracks. You know, I'm not super versed when it comes to the old Sound Blaster, Roland, MIDI, feckin'... I heard it. Yeah, I heard that door open. I knew they were going to come after me. They're all coming after me. You're supposed to be fighting each other, not fighting me. But I imagine there's mods to change it to so you get this more kind of older or weaker sound card music style of Daggerfall. I don't know how to really phrase it, but you know. Daggerfall Unity uses like the very fancy version of the Daggerfall soundtrack. If you have different sound cards, you get different quality of music, because that's how it translates the old music back then. Computers in like the real olden days used to actually make their MIDI sounds like with the actual desktop itself, like it would actually make the sounds with the desktop like as a speaker, which was insane. I believe like old Leisure Suit Larry games used to do that. Like your desktop tower would be making beeping and clicking sounds. We're probably gonna die here. Ooh, what is this? An elven prod? Okay. Mine, I can't carry it. We'll fucking remove that shite. Actually, what's the steel pole might actually be worth of those. Give me my bronze sword. Give me it. I know, give me it. Remove that. Give me it. Thank you. We now have 2 elven weapons. We actually have a decent little bit of gear here. Okay. Your enemies are... I just want to rest. See? DOSbox Daggerfall makes noises like that and it scares me. They can get really loud all of a sudden. Until healed. 10 hours have passed. My stealth has gone up. Stealth in a Daggerfall does not work in the way you would think. Stealth is also a very, very easy skill to level up in Daggerfall. Before an enemy detects you when you're walking up to them is pretty much when it triggers when you're training that, so very easy skill to level. You don't even need to be in crouch mode or anything. Okay, Teeth just... Ooh, do you have another steel saber? I'll take that. We're getting good, like, steel stuff here. Is this helmet's any good? Do you think the gold one would be any good? But sometimes the gold ones are actually kind of crappy. So, there's a skeleton inside a hidden wall here. Enemies nearby. My medical skill has improved. Somebody told me in the last Daggerfall video that medical can be useful in determining if you have any diseases, which I should probably check right now. You are healthy, but if you're diseased, diseases can take a while to show on your character, and the better your medical skill, the earlier you can catch yourself having a disease, which I believe that is what that is used for. Which is pretty cool. Thanks for the commenter who let me know that. I like when people write helpful comments like that instead of just your shish. You know what I mean? I hate when people write that because it's just like they don't offer any advice. There's nothing I can learn from your shite. Okay, how can I improve? I don't know. What would you do different? And they never respond to Elven Flail. Okay, fine. Give me an Elven Flail. We now have a lot of really good weapons we can sell. Maybe I don't need to go back through Privateer's Hold again. I'm gonna sell the stuff that we have. We have some like holy like totem stuff anyway. I'm gonna sell this stuff and we might have enough money to buy spells and a horse cart. We might just. But I just need American Recall and I need healing. But yeah. Anyway, we're gonna make a save and we're gonna go out into the big, bad, beautiful Daggerfall world. Horses passed this way recently. What the feckin' noise was that? That was a strange noise. Here we are. We're outside. We can walk all the way up this way and we can get to Gothwick Garden that way, I believe. If we go like, yeah, up towards this way, is this where we find like the big ravine with the water? This is so cozy. I like this. Listen to the old music and everything. It is completely flat. Completely. We have gone outside of the Privateer's Hold dungeon area. But look at this. Is nice. This is just classic old Daggerfall. We're probably going to need to be traveling a while to find. And I can't even see the lake that's like far away from here. I'm probably going the wrong direction because this is north. I think I'm going towards Gothwick Garden and all that. So what I want to do is actually find Daggerfall. Can I find it just by clicking around? Am I a true Daggerfall player? Because I believe it's kind of around here, right? Wait, Westford Derry? There's Westford Derry! There's a dairy in feckin' in Daggerfall. That's nice. I'm not going there because I don't want to go to Derry, but that's nice, you know. What if I just do towns? Okay, there's a lot of towns here still. Oxbeth. There's Daggerfall, see? But I'm a real nerd, aren't I? Why am I trying to sound impressive by knowing that knowledge? That's not impressive. That's not how you get girls. I wish it was, but you know. Here we go. Oh, listen to this song. I think I prefer this soundtrack to the soundtrack that's in Daggerfall Unity. No shade to you, fellas. It looks really smooth. If you're watching this video on 60 FPS, this is like really smooth. It's nice. I like it. This is so charming. I thought it'd be like super painful going back to old Daggerfall, but look at this. This is fucking epic. What's not going to be epic is trying to find, yeah, shops and all that. Okay, so I can go into info mode, right? What if I just, oh, I can't like search these from far away. No, I can actually. Okay, I can. Sort of. Do I need to be really close to these houses? You need to be close to the houses to find out what they are. Okay. You're also just a small little blip on the map. It doesn't tell you what direction you're facing. But you can just look at your compass for that. But it is quite annoying trying to find places now. Is this just a merchant? High quality equipment store. We'll just try this. I probably won't be able to sell my my armor, but my weapons I should be able to sell. Sturdy shelves cobbled together out of scrap lumber hold the shop's wares. The items are sound and functional, but little more than that. These descriptions actually determine the quality of the items you'll be getting in these shops. And your selling prices. That is so loud. My god, Daggerfall. Also, our detail is full because I have a 5070 and I should be able to run Daggerfall. I can't see out the windows. In Daggerfall Unity I have a mod that makes me do that. Micky, shut up about Daggerfall Unity. Okay. I would like to talk to you, my man. Hello. He's still moving his hand in the dialogue box. I don't think Unity does that. Daggerfall Unity developers, if you're watching, get on it. Sell. Do I just sell all my weapons, even the ebony dagger? I might. No, I'll keep the ebony dagger. How much is it worth? Eh, it's worth a little bit. No, I don't want to sell my broadsword. Yeah, which is right there. I want to sell everything else. We have a decent little bit of money from this. A decent little bit. Clothing miscellaneous, you can have the books and you can have that clothing, yes. Do you want ingredients? No. And I can't sell my religious totems to you. 1400 gold. That's okay. That's not bad. Okay, so I still have like some armor pieces to sell, and I also have like some religious totems, which I believe we can sell at pawnbrokers specifically. Plus, we have some money. Actually, yeah, while I'm here, I forgot. I'm gonna need a horse seat from you, my man. Info, cars, 150. Yes. Select. Buy. 139 gold. That's actually pretty good. My mercantile skill is pretty good. There we go. We have a horse and cart now. Now the horse is how you're going to be getting around zippity fast in this version of Daggerfall. Hey, horsey, it takes up so much of the screen, my god. Anyway, there's the Fighters Guild. We are going to need to know where that is for later. There we go, store's closed. It's not a second shop, but I believe I want to find a pawnbroker just to sell off the last bit of stuff we have. We have like totems and things we can sell, which will give us a bit of gold too. We probably have enough for like Mark Recall and healing, but I just want to make doubly sure and not make too many round trips and waste time. I know Hersey, Petal. There's actually, oh, there's a big, there should be a square of shops here in Daggerfall. I don't want to press on the map. You can like, oh, you get this is shite. There you go. I just called this random place shite. I need to press on these buttons. I'm pressing like the keyboard shortcuts, but yeah. So here's like the small little square shops I'm thinking of. I just need a pawnbroker. The Dirty Goat is named after your mum. Oh, here's a equipment shop. I'll go in here. You cannot enter. Okay, you just put me on foot. Incest and soft music. Brilliant. That's what that said. Hello, you're just hitting the thing. Pretty be careful. Wouldn't want to see you go aloo. Oh, you can have all this shite. Sell. 200 gold. I'll take it. It's not a lot, but I'll take it. I just remember too, I have like gold that I picked up randomly from buys and shit, so we probably have, we have 2,000 gold almost. Fake it. We'll just quickly try and visit a pawnbroker. General Smithy. I've just completely lost the square of shop. Okay, there it is. Here we go. It's up towards the tavern you were calling shite. Here's Shite Tavern. Is this it? Did I follow the map right? This is it, yeah. Now, I am looking for... You're a bank, right? Yeah, I don't need a bank. It's a bookshop. It's an alchemy shop. I have some alchemy ingredients. That's an equipment shop. Okay, you're not a pawnbroker. The small shops are usually like pawnbrokers, like the ones that look like... Okay, I actually can't see them. I'll just go to the alchemy shop, we'll sell some of the stuff we have, and we might pass by a pawnbroker on the way to the Mage's Guild, because I need to buy spells and stuff. Go in. The shop is better pointed than things. Hello, my little harmless man. I want to sell you ingredients. A little bit of money, 141 gold, not a lot, but it's something. So, you know. Back on our horsey. So, we're going to the Mage's Guild, which I believe... I can't zoom in and out on this map, it's very annoying. Isn't the Mage's Guild like down, yeah, like southwest here? Yeah, I believe that's it. Great, so just keep going down around this way. And even this horse cart isn't much faster, but it's a little bit of something. And I have to identify the shops we're passing by too, because wouldn't mind finding a pawnbroker. But I believe we have enough money to buy whatever spells we need. Again, if I'm going into a big fucking large dungeon, I want American Recall so I can go back to the entrance. That is required. Otherwise I'll get lost, and I'll make this video so much harder on myself without that. House for sale. You can buy houses in Daggerfall. They're worth a lot of money. Some of the big ones cost up to 1 million gold. But once you get to high levels in Daggerfall, it's very easy to make money. I know, Hersey, you're fucking making noises all the time. I know, pal. I know, Bootsy. There's the Mage's Guild, I think. There it is. Doors closed. Can I light her? For 2 hours. Here's hoping I don't get arrested for lightering. I finished lightering. It's 12 Lordas, okay. I might also try and buy a Cure Disease spell if we have the Bob for us. We should have. Bob is the fellow who holds my wallet, you see. He's a very good little slave. Incest and soft music soothe your soul. Epic. Listen to the ominous music here. Hello, I would like to join the guild. Yes, you are worthy to join the Mage's Guild. Later you'll become eligible to use the library and buy magical items. Henceforth you will be known as Volvatoria, apprentice of the Mage's Guild. Take patience. Great. I wish to talk to you again. To buy spells. Now, levitate would be handy. 300 gold. Almost 400. That's a lot of money. It exits out every single time I need to buy a spell. And it's not telling me how much gold I have. Okay. Where is your bomb spell? You have buoyancy. I don't need buoyancy. Do you have a healing spell? There you go. There it is. Yes, I would like that. I want cure disease, not cure poison. These aren't in alphabetical order. That's so fucking annoying. So anyway, I shall buy recall. That's 500 gold. That's a lot of money. How are we doing on gold? I have 1,000. Okay. So double check my spell book. Shock, recall, bomb, levitate, slow falling, and chameleon. Okay. So if I talk to you, I would like... You should have cure disease. Spell resistance, stamina, water breathing, chameleon, spell absorption, which is pretty handy. I should have taken spell absorption actually for enemies casting spells at me. You can absorb magicka. I should have done that maybe in the character creator. Cure disease, here you go. 800 gold, that's the rest of our gold. We'll take that for now. Now I want to go to the Fighters Guild and do some giant hunting, I think. I would like to do a big old dungeon, which is not going to be very fun and epic. But the Fighters Guild here is north. We actually found it a while ago, so... yeah, just keep going north and you shall see... it's a little bit northeast. So... you'll see the big tower. But we have our spells, so we should be able to effectively do a dungeon now, maybe. It is pretty revolutionary that this game had mouse look, even back this far. We've gone too far. I need to... it's a little bit down. See, I would have seen... if this was Daggerfall Unity, I would have seen a big tower above me. You know in the future a big blip crashes into this tower. Same as the Pentagon. And where's the entrance? You can enter while on foot. I'm in foot mode. All the fetishists are fucking delighted. Hello, how are you? I hope you're great. Fuck off now. Hello, I would like to join. Yes, you look like the sort of warrior we could use in the Fighters Guild. Believe it or not, if your reputation is low enough, you need to prove yourself to join the Fighters Guild by just doing quests that you would get normally by being in the Fighters Guild. You just don't get paid for them. We offer skills, training, special discounts on armor and weapons, and very profitable work assignments. In addition, you will always have a place to rest in any Fighters Guild. Are you interested? Excellent, welcome to the Fighters Guild, Volvatoria. Your rank is currently apprentice. A local citizen, a wild animal, has gotten into his place. Fuck it, I'll do this for now. Okay, Volva, get over to the Bank of Daggerfall here in town. There's like 50 billion banks at Daggerfall. Nobody wants an animal left roaming around in their place. You hear a voice call out from an upper floor. It's a harpy. Well, that's very rude. That's not how you should be talking about me. But there's multiple banks at Daggerfall in this town. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have another save. You should have a quest. Start save. Now, what we're actually gonna do is try and cast recall here. Anchor, which means when we complete this quest, we can just teleport right back to here. And I'm gonna rest for a little bit, so we get some magicka. I'm back upstairs. I'm getting caught in all the architecture. Okay, we need to go to a Bank of Daggerfall, which is, there's a lot of banks at Daggerfall. There's one in the town square, and there's, 2 banks at Daggerfall, like, south. So, yeah, that's fun. Could be this Bank at Daggerfall, or I believe down here... I believe these are 2 adjacent banks. I play this game a lot that I actually know the general layout of Daggerfall. That's not a fact I'm proud of, don't you worry. Can you get your weapon on a horse? Hey, you can. Okay, that's cool. That's sweet. Okay, here's one Bank of Daggerfall. See, they're all called like Bank of Daggerfall when you're in Daggerfall, which I believe is the issue. Let's just hope it's this one. Usually the creatures or animals that could be in somebody's house could be something like a mouse, a spider, or it could be a lion. Oh, they said it was a harpy. Yeah, they told me what it was. It's locked in line, the fear free. Oh, the banks are only open at specific times. Because it's fucking Dagger. Look at this. 8 to 5. Oh, we missed them by 20 minutes because I rested back in the Fighters Guild. They actually closed. Oh my god. Well, let's not rest this time, I guess. Ooh, Daggerfall. Daggerfall is very realistic. Has the game crashed? No, there we go. Okay, what time is it? Okay, it's 1 o'clock. They closed at 3. It's got to be done on one day, but see, that's the annoying thing because banks can be thick and locked. Anchor. I'm gonna anchor right here. We'll probably don't have enough magicka to get back, but if I wait until I'm rested to have enough magicka to get back, the bank will be closed. So I need to be quick about this. I have to go all the way back to the bank. This game is such an aesthetic vibe. When the game is like this low resolution and all the buildings are close like this and you have the fog and the background elements, this game feels very large in scale because it quite literally is. But, you know, it helps emphasize that fact. This is a huge, sprawling RPG world you're getting yourself involved in, which is pretty neat. Let's hope this is the bank. Hello, I need to talk to you. Talk. My name is Ben Hawksley. My master asked me to find a brave adventurer for a dangerous mission. I can't do your quest. I shall seek elsewhere for a hero to fulfill my master's quest. Okay, that sounds like a BDSM arrangement, but yeah, I don't believe this is the bank we're looking for. Okay, yeah, let's go quickly to the south banks. We're making good time, but you know, fucking banks closing this game. The banks close very early. Daggerfall is too realistic in that regard. Like I said, if we go south, there should be 2 more adjacent banks, and I believe those are the last 2 banks in the city. So it's either one of those. Okay, I think we're in the right... The bank of that... Okay, yeah, so here's 2 of them. Here's one. Yeah, here they are. See, there's 2 banks right across from each other here. It's interesting. Horse, you're making 20 noises, pal. In we go. Oh, here's the harpy. I found you. Get out your weapon. Get out your weapon. Get out your weapon. Get out your... Yep. The material of your weapon is ineffective. Uh-oh. Can I use shock on it? Oh, I have the ebony dagger. I can use that. Okay, well, I died, like, instantly. Okay. Here's hoping the ebony dagger is good enough, because otherwise we're kind of screwed. Harpies can be kind of tough enemies. The game loves hanging a little bit when you're loading. You know, it's loading a big world. That fight felt so awkward, probably because it was. Okay, let's try again. Don't kill me, the harpy is dead. Very cruel thing to say. But there's no gold or anything on it. No grab modes. Oh, we actually do have gold. Okay, 6. That's something. Okay, well, I did the quest. I guess I can just turn this in now with the Fighters Guild. So hey, that's something. We definitely don't have enough magic to recall back, right? Teleport. Oh, I did! Okay, my horse is in my menu. Here we are, back at the Fighters Guild. Isn't that nice? Get me on foot. The shop is laid out in a practical manner. Epic. Talk with you. Well done, Volvatoria. Here's your 155 gold. Epic. Thank you, my good man. Now we're going to save and we're going to rest. Because before we get the next quest, I want enough magic to be able to use a recall. Actually, I might save recall for dungeon entrances, so it shouldn't matter that much. Okay. Get quest. Basic werewolf or some weird beastie that's bothering a lot of farmers in the area. We need someone to kill it. Is that like a big... 157 gold. Castle Morehouse. Okay, 33 days. That sounds like a lot of time, but for Daggerfall's dungeons and how big they are and how far you need to travel. Oh no, it's fucking King Lysander's. Did he follow me inside here? He feckin' did, the bastard. I forgot they can do that. I need to load. Okay, I need to actually rest. Let's do 8 hours. Epic. Okay, so we are going to... Look at this, the snow and everything. Is this so nice? Is this such a fucking vibe? I love it. I love this game, it's fun. It's a really fun Elder Scrolls game. If you haven't played it, you know, it's going to be 50 billion years before Elder Scrolls 6, so get on the Daggerfall train, folks. But anyway, we are looking for... Was it Morehouse? Or Morehouse? Castle Morehouse? No, wasn't that? You have to make sure you're going to the right one, because places in Daggerfall can have the same... Castle Morehouse, okay. Believe it or not, the place we were looking at was a different area, because they can both have the same name. See, that's all the way over here. And it's gonna take 5 days to get there. Recklessly 3 days. Let's try that. It is definitely getting warmer. Epic. Look at this dungeon entrance. Honestly, it's kind of fun coming back to Daggerfall like this. We're also gonna have a dungeon. Have a dungeon start save. Have plenty of saves in Daggerfall, especially when you're like starting dungeons, starting quests, so you can go back if something goes wrong, or you get a disease and it can't cure us, or you get poisoned and it can't cure us. You have a save to go back to. But this is nice. Also, another risk of playing this version of Daggerfall is that you're going to be encountering a lot of bugs. Daggerfall Unity fixes a lot of bugs behind the scenes, and here's an entrance we can go into. I'm getting stuck on a lot of the architecture and everything else. We're going to anchor right here. And I also want to access my wagon. I'm going to put all my gold in here. Yes. I don't need to drop anything else in my wagon, do I? I'm going to put my wagon in my wagon. That makes sense. And yeah, we'll keep our sword. I actually do want to equip our sword. So we're looking for like a wereboar. This dungeon is going to be huge. But we have Mark and Recall, which should help a lot. We also have a healing spell, so... Okay, let's get going. This should be a little less daunting considering we have... ways to come back to the entrance, but finding your quest objective is genuinely a needle in a haystack for dungeons this big. It is not very epic. This is us. The dungeon crawling experience. We could be here for hours. Oh, wouldn't it be fun? And all the dungeons have this general wall layout. Oh, it's epic. How do you jump again? Can you jump in Daggerfall? You can, surely, right? Jump, jump, jump. Oh, jump is J. I should have guessed. Okay, you can't. It's a bit of an awkward key, but you can jump. You can jump in arena, so of course you could jump in Daggerfall. We're not going to make this one, are we? I do have levitate. I fell down. Let's try levitate, fuck it. Do I have to do like page up and page down? I do! I have to press page up and page down to levitate. You can't just like levitate with your mouse. That is interesting. But there's a way of flying nonetheless, I suppose. Can I open this door with my lockpicking skill? It was already open. Oh my god, early Daggerfall. What a world. What a game. Ooh, an enchanted weapon. Interesting. That's worth a bit of gold. Your enemies nearby. We're only going to get 157 gold for like doing this whole dungeon. So if we fail this quest, I'm not too bothered, but I would like to explore this dungeon to get a bit of experience and all the goods. My mythicism skill is improved. Epic. 140 gold pieces already. That is fantastic. Jump! That jump is so weak. I'm in the wall. Uh-oh, I've glitched through the wall completely. We're dead, aren't we? Okay, I fall into the water. There's like slaughterfish trying to kill me. Can I levitate out of this? Yeah. No, I died. Okay, so yeah, the Daggerfall could be a little bit buggy. Just a little bit. Just slightly. Oh, and I'm all the way back at the entrance. Oh, because I jumped through the feckin' wall. Ooh, spooky. This game does have spooky vibes, I will say. It can get you a little scary, especially the slaughterfish. You ever see the slaughterfish in this game? They're terrifying. Going into the water in this is quite a spooky experience indeed. I'm getting all turned around and we're only at the beginning. Daggerfall is about as classic you can get for a classic dungeon crawling experience. Oh, this is a very fun module with loads of doors and everything. Epic. Oh, this is fun. The scorpion fell down and died. Maybe that's a good thing. This is a very strange thing about Daggerfall. I'm going to save here again. If I step on this floor right here, I'm probably going to be poisoned. Yeah, see? That section of floor is always weirdly trapped in those modular dungeons. It's very interesting. I pressed on the wrong save. So we're not going to go in there. Let's just hope our objective isn't in there. But yeah, we're going to avoid that section for now. This is a whole thing. It's only like rats and stuff I can hear for now. Oh, there's a rat next to me. Okay. Okay, let's keep going. See if we can find their objective at least. We can go all the way back down if we want to, but I would like to stay stable on this level for now. Hello! An actual warrior! Or a thief. I was trying to steal from him. That could be a good way of training your lockpicking skill. It's a burglar. He had a purple burglar arm on him. I'm only messing. Is this elven boots? It's chain boots. That's not very good. That's a one buckler. Brilliant. Let's try our healing spell. Great. Ooh, and we can recast this. Ooh, that's very fun. It's good to have a healing spell. Daggerfall dungeons aren't too daunting if you're prepared properly. You just have to feckin' prepare. You also like can't fully look down and look up. You're kind of like, you know, it's those weird kind of like halfway points, which is a little bit annoying. Oh god, it's water. Do I want to try water? We can give it a go. God, look at this. It reminds me of like PS1 Tomb Raider, this underwater stuff. The slaughterfish are gonna kill me. God, swimming takes so long. Hello, boys. See, they're fucking terrifying. Anyway, we're gonna drown here, so we're not gonna go the waterway. I don't need to have no water ending. What is this, Silent Hill 2? Or very topical, Micky. Or I would like to get down here. There's enemies nearby. I know. I wanted to rest so I could do slow falling. That only did a little bit of damage. Oh, there's a... Is that our objective? That could be the very enemy we're here to kill. In fact, it probably is. Okay, can I get over here and rest? I need to climb up to where he is. I guess if I fall down here, I could climb up, but this fall's probably going to kill me unless I do climbing. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yep. She did a very manly yeah. What is this, early Minecraft? I keep fucking forgetting to save. I need to rest because we have discovered where there's a werebore. We might actually complete this dungeon very quick and early, which would be funny, considering how much I was dreading it. Enemies nearby. It's a giant scorpion. Scorpions can be tough. I think they can actually paralyze me, right? Come on. Yep. I'm just going to be stuck in a paralyzed loop there, so it's going to reload. See, Daggerfall can be pretty brutal, even if you're well prepared. I did give myself extreme weakness to paralysis, to be fair, but still. Now I've got a full heal. And my long blade went up. Epic. Now, I could slow fall over here. I'll do levitate, just to be safe. The werebore's gone. There you are. Hello. I need to get really close to you to spawn you. Please don't have a lot of health. Okay, you are doing extreme damage to me. Heal up. Good. We got a full heal. The lycanthrope threat has ended. Okay, we did it. We completed our quest here. Okay. The body has no treasure. Okay. Just fucking go down, go down. Fly down, fly down. I'm probably dead here. They're shooting me in the air. Can I heal here? Nope. Okay, this is scary. Hello. You're no friend of mine. There's a door opening behind me. This is too scary. Oh, you bastard! Killed me in the same fucking hit. Great, I need to kill that werebore again. Fun. Oh, Daggerfall, you're a brutal little beast, so you are. God, if I didn't get close to this fella, you know, he only pops in when you get extremely close to him. Anyway, die you fucker. Die you fucker. Now, if I can kill you without doing a heal, I can recall out of here. Yes! Okay. Which I'm going to do right now, because you're fucking annoying me. Recall! Teleport! Okay. I believe we have finished our quest. So, do you wish to access your wagon? Yes. I want to put my one arrow. They shot an arrow into me and you have to keep it. That is 24 gold on my person. That's probably not enough gold to fast travel with. But we'll see. Okay, I didn't think we'd complete that dungeon so quickly. A red-faced courier gave us a letter. That's for the main quest. Don't really need to read that at the moment. If I camp out, I won't need gold to actually travel, right? Yep. Here's hoping I didn't pick up a disease when I was there. Oh, it's 2 AM and we're outside. Go away. This is my own fault for picking Daggerfall as a town. And that's always the risk with camping outside. Can I heal now? We're not outside the city limits. Can I rest? There's some weird holes in the floor around here. Yeah, I can rest now. Now it should be daytime. I can barely even see the city before me. I was only like planning on doing one dungeon, but that one was like so quick to do that we might try and attempt the second one. Just for the sake, why not? While we're in fucking Rome. Okay, where's Daggerfall? Hopefully I haven't lost it. Okay, sissy, where are you? I've lost the city and I was only going south. That stupid fucking ghost, I swear to God. I actually have to go back into my map, okay. Don't be nighttime again. Okay, good. Fine. I have to fast travel back to the town entrance. It's 11 AM, the Fighters Guild should be open. What? Yeah, we're coming in from this entrance of town, so if I just travel north up a little bit and go across this way, we should find the Fighters Guild lickety-spit. We'll see if we can attempt one more dungeon. Feckin' why not? Am I close to you, Fighters Guild? We just passed by shite, so I'm not going the right way. There we go. I didn't actually think I'd complete a quest for them. I did 2 quests for the Fighters Guild. We're doing well today. We're doing alright. And where's the entrance? Don't tell me I'm losing it. I am losing. Where the fuck's the door? There it is. The shop is... What shop? It's the Fighters Guild. Stop calling it a shop. You're confusing the poor little Irish brain of me. Talk. Good job, Loop Killer. Enjoy your gold. Thanks. It is me, the Loop Killer. Now, Let us try and get another quest. Local citizen, I don't want to kill more animals. I want to kill an animal in a dungeon. Every once in a while we get an idiot like this client, some fool left his back door open and wild animal got in. That's another animal quest. Let the tiger have him, he said. Gotcha, let the tiger have him. The guy is a fool for letting it in the first place. I just want a dungeon. I am Alabactor Wickhouse. We have a request. Okay, we have a request from a local citizen and wild animals gotten into his place. I don't fucking just give me a dungeon. When you reject quests like this, you actually can lose reputation. Where boar has been bothering farmers in the area? Yes, another boar. Copperton Tower, I can do that. Quest start. Yes. Copperton Tower, another wereboar. Great. Copperton, there we go. It is going to take 3 days to travel. If I go by inns, it's 2 days. Let's go by inns. Here we go. It looks similar to the last place, but that's just because it's Daggerfall, and there's the big mushroom. They saw these mushrooms and they were like, we're going to put those everywhere in the next game and it'll be fucking epic. And it was. It was very good. Here's a nice little entrance to our dungeon. Here we go. And of course, since we're just beginning in Daggerfall, recall, anchor. Now, here's a little tip for Daggerfall. When you're casting your anchor for American recall in this game, or just recall really is what this game calls it, you can only recall to it once before you have to place that anchor again. So be aware of that. It's not like Morrowind where you can keep recalling back to the same mark you let down. If you set one anchor and recall back to it, you're going to have to set another one. So be careful of that. Anyway, I have some stuff in my dungeon I would like to drop off. 166. There we go. Do I have anything else really? I have this big sword. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Another wereboar dungeon thing. Alright. Here we go. That should move that across. Yes, we can go all the way up across there if we want. If and we want is the thing. I can actually do a little bit of healing. There we go. I haven't used my destruction at all, so people are going to say my class is very bad because I haven't used my destruction yet and I made it a major skill. Well, destruction's kind of annoying to use in this version of Daggerfall, I'm sorry. You might use it later if you have a need for it, but I just don't really have a use for it now. Rat just died. Okay. This is an interesting little dungeon song. Ooh, we got a full heal there. Epic. It's very ominous. I like it. I'm hearing yelling things. Let's just loop back to the entrance. Okay, well, let's keep going up. Biggest dungeons ever, and I just keep looping and running around the entrance. Hello! Don't tell me you're my objective again. No, you are a werewolf, not a wereboar. Uh-oh. Our enemy is still around. Here's a bit of loot. Here's a statue and a bell, which add up to quite a bit of money, actually, those religious totems, so definitely pick those up. You might think they're worth pennies, but some of them are actually worth quite a bit of money. Hello, spider, I need to be careful of you because you'll paralyze me. Oh, yeah. Doing alright so far. Nothing too rough. We haven't been offered a giant killing quest, which might be like a later quest line we have to get. Maybe we get that with like more reputation or something down the line. But some giants can be pretty tough. Ooh, did I resist your effect? Haha, get fucked. Is that because I'm a person? I resisted your magicka. You are healthy. Well, I do have cure disease, which is good to know in case I ever do get diseased, because we do have that little status effect on our minimap currently. That just moves that back. I did not want to do that. They're back over. Okay. There's so many mouse sounds and rats. They're probably down there getting stuck on the geometry, right? Probably. Hello! You're probably another werewolf, right? You're not making boar sounds, really. Yeah, you're just a werewolf. Not the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for a very specific one, which is quite odd when there's a whole dungeon full of them, but, you know, Daggerfall things. That's a way down. The wereboars make like a distinctive pig sound, so yeah, that's how we were able to identify them last time. This lock is nothing to fear from me. Can I picklock it? No. I'll have to bash it open. Ooh, is that a potion? Water walking. Don't need it. I'll take it. And a lit candle. Somebody just lit their lit candle here. Very dangerous. It's not like the whole dungeon's gonna light on fire. It's not made of wood, but you know. Imagine the air quality in here. It's probably dreadful. Hello, you're another werewolf. Okay, no major enemies here, but we are grinding skills, you know, improving things. Sometimes you can move these backwards. They like slide out of the way and there's like a door hidden behind them. But I don't believe that's the case here. Hello, skeleton. DOSbox could produce mind-boggling effects back into the... God, I wish that were me. You know what I mean? There's another door here? Interesting. This is just like back out to the exit. No, it's a little treasure room. Interesting. Ooh, there's a lot of religious totems and stuff here, so we're making bank money if I want to sell this stuff. Please jump over. Oh, no. I'm going to rest and use my levitate to go up. That's why levitate is a very useful spell to have. I'm going to hit my head on the roof, aren't I? No, I am not. It's not like Willy Wonka. Go away, right as you almost fucking blocked me. Oh, hey, you fell down. Haha. Get fucked. Hello, werewolf. Yeah, I am. There's loads of werewolves here, my god. Can I levitate again? Yes, I can. Please die before I fall down. Thank you. Okay, so we're just back here now. There should be another doorway down here. I'll just levitate down before you fall and lose health. Hello? Are you who I'm looking for? You could be. Sometimes your objective does... Okay, we finished another quest. I think we'll do a little bit of exploring here, and then fucking... Yeah, we have completed 2 quests very quickly and easily, so... These dungeons are supposed to be huge labyrinths, but I've just been getting extremely lucky with these 2 quests. Okay, fair. We might as well just keep looking around a little bit. We have the ability to recall. Hello? Is that a scarab? Ooh, it's gonna go inside my skin like that Brendan Fraser movie with the scarab. I think it was called The Whale. Getting loads of totems and shit. If I can find a pawnbroker, those will work quite a bit. If I just looped around... I might have. Yeah, I looped around. Recall? Yeah, teleports. And yeah. I keep expecting like big dungeons and just, yeah. Automap is not available. Great. Daggerfall. Folks, I think that's pretty much most of it, yeah. I rested at an inn, right? So it should be daytime. Yeah, if you camp out and arrive at town, it'll be nighttime. But if you do an inn, it'll be daytime, which is very nice. So yeah, there's another dungeon done. We're getting loads of reputation with the Fighters Guild. But yeah, I just need to go down here a little bit, and here they are. But folks, I think that is around where Volvatoria's journey ends. I thought those would be like 2 like really big invested dungeons we'd be delving into, but no, they were quick and short and nice and easy little dungeon experiences in Daggerfall. And I was really dreading them, but they were fine. They were okay. Sometimes you could just luck out with this game. But there's a bit of a nostalgic look at good old DOSbox Daggerfall. How are you? Are you going to say something nice to me? I tried to fucking rob her. Go inside. Shit! Oh fuck, I got arrested. Oh no, okay. Take me to jail, fuckers. I wish to surrender. You, Volvatoria, are accused of the crime of pickpocketing. If you plead not guilty and are found guilty, you will face 63 gold pieces, 7 days in prison. It's not that bad, I'm guilty. Ooh, I got 3 days because I was all nice. You can see like the game like is so smooth and buttery here, and then when you look at the wall that spawned in. Pretty slow. Okay, I'm hearing a horse sound non-stop. I'm hearing non-stop horse sounds. I have to travel all the way back up to town. We're going to turn in the quest and we're going to get it, and the day is going to be saved and everything's going to be fantastic. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, it has been fun coming back to good old DOSbox Daggerfall. For a bit of a nostalgic look today, I missed the quality of life features of Daggerfall Unity. It's also a very easy and simple install. I will link it down below if you wish to play Daggerfall. This is fun to look at for nostalgic sake, but if you're into your old Elder Scrolls modding and ease of access, definitely give Daggerfall Unity a look. I might look into maybe getting this soundtrack or this quality of soundtrack working on Daggerfall Unity. That'd be fun. And like I said, in the future I have some Daggerfall mods to check out and they'll be a fun time. So folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's been a pleasure serving you. I forgot about the non-binary bitches. They should never be forgotten. You too. There you go. I called you a bitch. You should be happy. Folks, I will talk to you soon. Cheers for a bit. Oh, actually, pawnbroker, very quick near the end here, we found. Let's see how much money we get for the totems before we end off. We could be a rich little girl. We could be a rich girl indeed. Ingredients. Almost 10,000 gold. 4,000, 4,300. So that's quite a bit of money. What could we buy for that? King Edward. So you're not supposed to reference the real world. Oh, we have a lantern and everything. King Edward Part 2 by Anonymous. The funny thing is that Daggerfall could technically have real ghost riders that are ghosts. Ooh. Do you have any, like, fucking The Brothers of Darkness? By Palarna Ass. Do you have any Twilight? King Edward the 3. We keep hearing about King Edward. Let's buy a copy. 300 gold, a pittance. Maybe to you, pal. Maybe to you. Use. Chapter... That's not... Chapter... Look. Knelt behind Morlane, leaning over his shoulder so that he could see the elf. He was sitting away from the fire, so it was dark for human eyes, but Morlane was the only... This isn't about King Edward at all. Where's his slutty 9 wives that he beheaded? Are you one of them? I know you are. You dirty bollocks, you.